Hey, Steve August here from Steve August Coaching, and man, what a crazy week it's been, right? Here we are, Friday, almost 5 p.m. Pacific time, March 20th, and this has been an interesting week. Obviously, this week the world looked different than it did last week. We saw it coming last week, and then it's starting to hit us this week, and it's very real, and it's happening. And it's important to realize what's going on. In this early stage of a crisis, you have this kind of snow day effect. Everybody's home, everybody's in a novel environment, and the novelty is kind of like a little bit of adrenaline, and it carries us during this week as we start to soak in what's really going on. And but towards the end of this week, and I think in next week, this snow day phase will start ebbing, and we'll be in the real stuff. Already things are getting canceled. For my retreat, I had to call off for April. It's just the reality that we're in now, and we have to accept and deal with this reality. So I wanted to share some thoughts to take away over the weekend, and yes, and what are the lessons learned, and where are the opportunities, where to start thinking about what to do with all this that's going on. Because I'm also hearing amazing stories of people reinventing or discovering new lines in their business that they just wouldn't have thought of before, because it's, as we talked about earlier, there's a forcing function here that's forcing us to do that, and it is a painful way to get there, but there is some gold in here. So I just wanted to talk about two places to look as this unfolds, and where there might be opportunities. The first place is in your current business. There might be offerings and things you do in your current business that maybe were a part of your business, or were part of it, but not the main part, that are now actually more viable than what was the main part of your business. So if you were in research, for instance, where I came from, and you did both online and in-person research, well, in-person research doesn't exist right now. So your online business is really where it's going to happen right now, if it's going to happen. So looking at what you do currently is a really important part of that. But the other place to start looking is to step back and say, what business are you really in? What do you do, and where can you how can you adapt in this context? So I heard this amazing story today of a business that does child education and child crafts, and they have places you can do it in person, but nobody can do that stuff in person anymore. So they had a massive online party to do a craft, and the kids just loved it. They had music, and they had community and connection, and it was all mediated by online. And it's something that, when you start to think about it, is the basis of a new business model going forward. And there is gold in those in some of these opportunities. So really think about what business you're in, what value do you bring to the world, and how do you do that in this new medium. And for me, I'm getting online each day, and I'm sharing more about the thinking, what I'm seeing from the people I'm coaching and the people I'm talking to. And there's a lot of good that's on the cusp of happening in the midst of all this, economic trauma. So that's it for today. There's more to think about here, but I just wanted to leave you with those two places to look: your current business and what the value you bring to the world is. And that might not look like tomorrow. That might not look like it does today. And be open to that, and rather than resisting it, lean into it. So that's all for now. I will be back tomorrow with some more thinking about what to do and how to move through this crisis. I again have a open offer for a free coaching session. So if you're interested, hit up the link in the description. There's no obligation. It's just a free 1 hour coaching session. Whatever you're working through, I'm happy to share my time and experience if that can be of value to you. So that's it for now. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon.